changing your life one story at a time. This is the Chicken Soup for the Soul podcast with Editor-in-Chief Amy Newmark.
Hey, it's Amy Newmark with your daily dose of Chicken Soup for the Soul inspiration to make you simply happy. It's Motivational Monday, and today I'm going to share a story from one of our holiday books, Chicken Soup for the Soul Christmas Magic, that should help you reduce your holiday stress quite a bit. The story is by Bonnie Compton Hanson, and it's called When Christmas Fell on a Thursday. Bonnie tells us that she and her husband were at the mall a couple of weeks before Christmas because it was Bonnie's birthday. Her husband, Don, wanted her to pick out a gift for herself, which is nice, right? There's nothing worse than having a birthday close to Christmas and getting all those combination gifts. Bonnie was grateful that her husband wanted to get her a birthday gift, but she also had a lot of things to do for Christmas, so she wanted to make the birthday part of her day go fast. They rushed into the mall, and she decided to just have her husband buy her a gift card at a store she liked, and she would use it after Christmas when there was time. So they got the card, they rushed right back out of the mall, except that the mall entrance had just been hosed down for some reason, and it was slippery, and Bonnie fell. And later, at the urgent care, she was informed that she had a broken foot. 2 weeks before Christmas, she ended up getting one of those orthopedic boots, and they plunked her down in a wheelchair. And she told the doctor, "I need to shop and bake and decorate." And he said, "That doesn't matter. Here's your wheelchair." So Don had to take over his wife's duties to the extent that he could until he got ill. He got a fever and sinusitis and bronchitis. So they were heading to Christmas in really bad shape. They were both out of commission, and Bonnie was devastated because they were supposed to have the whole family over for Christmas, as they always did. But right before Christmas, Don got a little better, and Bonnie got better at doing things in her wheelchair, and they decided that they would make a go of it, but they would have a simpler Christmas this year. So instead of decking the entire house with boughs of holly, they put up no decorations except for their Christmas tree. And since Don was still recovering from being sick and Bonnie was stuck in the wheelchair, they decided that they would order a complete turkey dinner to go from their grocery store. And they would use paper plates instead of the good china. And Bonnie would change her shopping. No more looking for the perfect gift. She did her Christmas shopping online, and she bought gift cards as well. So a lot of things were different. It wasn't Bonnie's normal, perfect Christmas. But one thing didn't change. When their children and grandchildren rushed in through the front door on Christmas Day, it was still with the same shouts of joy and the same hugs. Everyone's appetites were just as huge for the takeout meal as they would have been for Bonnie's homemade one, and the holiday was just as good as ever. But it involved a lot less work for Bonnie. Bonnie didn't tell us in her story what she planned to do the next year, but I'd venture a guess that she took it a little easier the next year too, even though she was back on her feet again. There's nothing like learning that Christmas doesn't have to be perfect. So I personally have learned over the years to cut back. We still have our tree, but it's smaller than it used to be. I've cut way back on the other decorations in the house. And by the way, I don't even care if the tree is perfect. When I go to pick it out at the store, if it has flaws, I take it anyway because I'd rather let someone else have one of the perfect ones if that really matters to them because I don't care. And I make a mix of takeout and homemade foods. I don't even send a Christmas card every year anymore. If I have a good picture of all the kids, I'll send a card. If I don't, I'll skip it for the year. I've learned from all of our wonderful storytellers at Chicken Soup for the Soul to just relax, enjoy the holiday, and remember that striving for perfection is a losing game. Tomorrow is Tip Tuesday, and we're going to talk about a gift strategy that involves giving your time instead of giving things. I'm Amy Newmark. Thank you for listening to the Chicken Soup for the Soul podcast today. And please make my producers happy and give us a review on the iTunes page. And if you'd like to learn more about the book I mentioned today, Chicken Soup for the Soul Christmas Magic, please visit our website, chickensoup.com.